Hello and welcome back to Appropriate Music Hour with your Colonel Magus.
Welcome back to the clue time. We're
Let's
gonna look
view
at the
all
clues.
new tips.
It's gonna be great. There are two things here.
There are more than 4 perpetrators.
What?
And search notice.
Search
All right, let's
notice.
Go.
Shall I?
It's no longer the Wild West, so points are back on.
Points are back online. You know what? I'm just gonna make it neutral, but I think
I'm
this
just
might
gonna
be
quickly Google that word.
hypovolemic.
I'm assuming Rikushi's about to give it to us anyway, but I just want...
I think this might be Oishi talking, but I don't actually know. I think this is like his case files. I think that's what that little red thing was. But I think he's going to talk to someone. So you can be the, like, police chief person or whoever it is that he gets partnered with in this scene. I think we're jumping back to him in, like, the police station or something.
All right.
I just don't know who is talking. So I'm just giving him a neutral voice. So...
Go for it.
Hypovolemic shock induced by clawing out their own throat. Tissue is packed under the nails, not someone else's nails. It's undoubtedly by the individual's own nails. The shape of the scars also matches. Alright, so you're going to take over that guy when we get back to it. Yeah, I know the immediate cause of death was suicide.
I get it. You're saying the cause of death is unnatural, right?
It's kind of like when your back itches and you scratch a little too hard and you draw blood and then you die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some of Tomitake's... You know what? Some of Tomitake's fingernails have been pulled out. It's actually quite simple to pull out one's own nails, but it really hurts. Under normal circumstances, the pain would prevent you from completely pulling them out. Also, there were a lot of bruises on Tomitake Flash's body. It's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted first by someone or a group of people. According to the toxicology report, the deceased was in an extreme state of hysteria right before death.
And he fought back and clawed out his own throat because of how hysterical he'd become. The guys attacking him certainly would have been surprised by that.
Show me something?
No, I was just looking up the word for that condition of bugs under the skin. It's called formication.
That sounds fucked up. It is possible that in such an abnormal environment, a person could perform acts like that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases.
Actually, Yuichi-kun, that wood plank the deceased used as a weapon, and they only found sand and the paint from the guardrail on it.
What about cloth fibers or skin?
Nothing. The deceased didn't strike the assailants. Or it could be they took the plank he was fighting back with.
In that case, they wouldn't have gone out of their way to replace it with another. They'd take them all.
That's true.
Tomitake Flash is pretty built and tanned. He was quite athletic.
That's right. He was pretty active.
I can't imagine what kind of sports he did when he was alive, but I think his physical strength would be on the higher side, meaning he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such a physique sensed he was in danger and swung the plank around quickly, it's just unthinkable that it wouldn't even nick the perpetrator. And his opponent was unarmed. This guy had a wooden fucking plank, so you would think he'd hit him at least once.
To surround and take down someone of his physique. Wonder how many people it would take. Wait.
You're dimwits. You should know better than anyone. You know what? I'm pretty sure this... You know what? It's fine. Have you forgotten your bird cop days? If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a group wants to take down big prey, it's fundamental to attack with numbers. I'd guess about 4? Even if there was a gap in their strength, they'd manage. And there were quite a few perpetrators. So any drunk and disorderly groups of more than 4 are suspicious. A group of 4 or more. Just, if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Or did he somehow break away from that fatal predicament?
Or did they, for some reason, not want the body to be hidden?
Maybe. Then there would be no reason to commit suicide. Although I still cannot comprehend the irregular way he died. It's full of mysteries. Murder mysteries.
I'm so confused by who's speaking.
I don't care, you take this one.
That's under serious consideration on my end, too. I'll be examining it as thoroughly as possible, but don't get your hopes up. After all, we've never encountered a death like this before.
I'm not hoping for much, but I am looking forward to the results.
Yuichi-san, The chief is calling you.
Thanks. See you around.
Yeah, best wishes.
Bye. Bye, Oishi. Best boy.
Wow. Didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
put his sprite on screen. What a missed opportunity.
It was a bit sad.
Search notice.
He could have put his, like, happy face on. Jiro Tomitake, Flash, deceased. Resided in a cheap hotel in Shishibone City. Registered under the name Jiro Tomitake Flash. Pen name. Travels via folding bike.
Wait. Is it saying Tomitaki's his pen name? Or
Apparently.
Or he registered under a pen name that isn't?
I don't know. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned at the side of a forest path. Present on the day of the festival, accompanied by the missing Mio Takano. There she is, that's her name.
So that was the name of the nurse in the second chapter?
It was, yeah. So we, like, ran past her.
Yeah.
I think we also ran past Tomitake at some point. I know there are other characters that you, like, run past.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Tomitaki, but we ran past, like, the grocer's son.
And, yeah, I had to go look at the names.
And someone who was, like, a sniper or some shit.
Yeah. Of course, the military sniper, yeah. But I'm sure there are more of those that'll pop up. But yeah, accompanied by the missing Mio Takano.
That's interesting. It's also, like, in the perspective of, like, the culprit must appear early in the story. It's very interesting that Mio Takano appeared. Is that correct? Or is it
Takano?
Takano?
You know what? You just figure it out yourself. People are gonna yell at me in the comments.
Yeah. But, like, it's very interesting that she had herself name dropped earlier than anyone else we've got a sprite for.
Yeah, I guess so.
Later on.
Yeah. If you want to consider her as a suspect. Certainly.
Yeah.
Was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown.
Also, just the fact that she went missing is incredibly suspicious.
Yep.
That being
No,
that
it definitely
being
is.
said.
Held residence in Inamizawa for 1 week each season for the last 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Check with magazine companies.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What are you checking? What are you looking for?
Yeah, so it is saying that this is a pen name.
So he has another name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's like the note after,
Yeah.
clearly.
Alright, cool. Nothing suspicious in the film located among the articles of the deceased. While it was among the articles of the deceased. Mere act of violence? From the contents of his wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Chiba, along the Sobu National Railway line. No individual matching the name Jiro Tomitake Flash in the residency records of any of the Tokyo wards. Compare teeth to dental records? Send to Metro Police. Attach a photo. Send to Metro Police. Contacting magazines regarding Jiro Tomitake Flash. Mio Takano, missing. Nurse at Irie Clinic. Became close to Tomitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Resides in Okinomiya X, District X. Single. Witnessed accompanying Tomitake on the festival grounds, currently missing. Abducted? Or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from jealousy. Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on scene again. I want some cream puffs. 4 jumbo ones. Oishi. That's
Perfect.
Fucking love him.
I feel like the
like,
wild bird
it's great.
photography being mentioned as their joint interest is like the most suspicious thing in all of that to me.
I guess
Because
so.
as we were saying
the
earlier,
cream
when
puffs? All right.
when what?
I could look.
Yeah.
The secret is people can kill
But like
for
way
cream puffs.
Back a few
Yeah?
videos ago when Keiichi's like, I don't feel like he's here for this reason, and I was
Yeah.
like, I get the same vibe. That's
Right.
kind of what I get from
Sure.
that.
Yeah, well, we learned from that Mio Takano. Mio Takano is apparently a nurse at a clinic or something, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll learn more about them.
I feel like we also had the
go
area
forward.
clinic mentioned somewhere else.
Maybe, I don't
It might
remember.
have been when she appeared.
I don't know.
I'll have to check.
Yeah, maybe she was like, "Yo, I work at the clinic." And we were like, "Ah."
No, she
whatever."
definitely didn't introduce herself, but it might have
No,
been like,
no.
oh, I know her. She's the nurse that works here.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I mean, and we walked past her on the road earlier, but I don't remember how much it said. I just remember it
Yeah.
said she was a nurse.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while.
Sleepy.
Nice. Well, that was a really big yawn, Keiichi-kun.
Oh, I see. He's doing the sleeping in class thing.
Oh, that nerd.
I usually awake once it's time to eat, but doesn't look like I can do that today. I was watching TV until late last night, so I'm tired right now.
Ugh.
It was one of those raunchy TV shows you loved so much on last night.
I was watching it too.
How extremely vile! Don't jump to conclusions.
It's perfectly normal for boys, nothing to be ashamed about.
Rika not patting my head only made me feel worse.
She said, nope, I ain't touching that.
Could you just let me pass out this lunch break? No, seriously. You think I would just sit here and allow that? I'll get really angry if you disturb me. Really angry. Wow, that,
Oh,
like,
boy.
I just suddenly felt very compelled to like actually yawn.
I yawned. I don't know. If
I
you heard it,
noticed,
but
I
did.
noticed.
I'm getting tired.
Wow,
Oh, boy.
yawn's contagious, confirmed?
Confirmed. They're like a virus.
Wow.
There we go.
This was just dreadful. So sleepy. Slung my head under the desk and drifted off into an afternoon nap.
Oh,
Seen
boy.
that Sadako had responded, but I pretended not to hear.
Oh boy.
How did I, Sadako? Oh no.
I'm gonna go with Rena, I guess. Yeah, she's I got this.
Ugh.
It's fine. We got a cheat sheet. Cut it out, Sadako-chan. Keiichi couldn't fell asleep. His sleeping face is so cute. Star. Mion, right?
I guess. You can take him home later. Let him be for now.
Let's move over here. It'd be rude to Keiichi. Let's move over here. It'd be rude to Keiichi if we bothered him now.
The fact that we have the cheat sheet now almost makes this worse.
Yeah, it does.
You know, if we didn't have the cheat sheet, we would have seen Rika-chan and be like, what?
No! It would just rage at a different point. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, it's
Well,
beautiful.
look, we're getting there.
Rika-chan is a really good girl.
Yeah. Let's not wake him up even if the teacher comes back.
I take that back.
Fucking Rika.
Such a
Oh,
Such a
she's
good-
She's like the sleeper hit in a sense. Like
I
she's
know.
like, oh, I'm just an innocent girl. Like maybe we shouldn't wake him up if the teacher comes back to tell him. It's great. Oh god.
The excuse that I didn't sleep much last night because I was watching TV was a lie. I was in bed at the usual time, but because of the conversation with Uishi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep.
Oh boy.
Just spending the day like this, it's almost as if the incident with Tomataki-san
Flash.
didn't happen at all.
Flash.
It made me think, was Uishi-san just trying to deceive me?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you know when the police come around and they're like, yo, your friend was murdered.
And they don't show
It's
any
a prank."
identification, and they offer you air conditioning. Come on,
Wow, that's so suspicious.
that's what the kids want.
All of the most suspicious people offer air conditioning.
I agree.
Air conditioning salespeople are...
Anyone who's like, yo, you need some air conditioning up in this car, don't listen to them.
That's right.
You don't need it. You don't need air conditioning.
If you live in Nevada and you're going through Death Valley, go without air conditioning.
Yeah.
The air conditioning will kill you,
Yeah,
not
it
the
will.
desert.
It will kill you. It'll explode. That's what I hear. The death trap.
Death
Those
trap.
cars, they're death traps.
Yeah, not Death Valley.
Motorbikes, death traps. Bikes, death traps. Feet, definitely death traps. Just don't go anywhere.
You
Just
really
stay
don't want to put
inside.
air conditioning on a motorbike because
You
that'll
just-
kill everyone around you as well.
True. You just want to stay inside
Exactly.
and not use air conditioning ever.
But it probably was the truth.
Yeah.
One thing was certain, I couldn't speak to anyone about it. He wanted my assistance, but I didn't really know anything about it. If I knew I wasn't going to be of any help, I probably wouldn't have listened in the first place. It ended up with me again, regretting learning something I didn't need to know. If I had never learned about it, I would, without a doubt, be goofing off with the rest of them right now. I couldn't help but resent Uishi-san for this. What?
When was that?
I heard he wasn't there the next day. He vanished the night of the Watanagashi.
Oh, interesting. I think we got the voices. Well, you got the actors right. I think that was Rena and Mion. So,
Is that half a point?
we'll take half a point.
No, I was gonna give half a point.
Oh, you would give half a point. I was gonna take it because we guessed the actors
well,
and not the voices.
Let's give half each.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pointless. All right.
It really is, but you know what?
True.
We're
We
doing it
got one.
anyway.
Look, we got 1 point to give every time someone fucks up, and we're just giving everyone half. a
No,
point.
that's not true. I want to give hundreds of points for dumb mistakes.
Is this the playthrough where we end up with like 10,000 points on both sides?
I hope
Is that
so.
how this goes?
I mean,
Really is.
we have 3 episodes extra ground.
It really is the Wild West.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, okay. Now it's air conditioner day.
Yep. Dangers of air conditioning.
Keep going.
PSA.
Oh, that's the name of this episode.
Mion whispered to the others from listening, but I could hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rena's voice was even harder to pick up, but I could still tell that she was quite upset. It's really hard to act someone who's like stressed out when I'm just sitting here with this stupid fucking grin on my face.
I know. I wish it would just go away.
But I could still tell that she was quite upset.
I should ever wish that.
I couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomataki-san?
Shh. Only Itake?
Not sure. That's all I know. I have to feign ignorance about this topic because I needed to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join the conversation, it was much easier to just sit here and pretend I was asleep listening in on their discussion.
Uh-oh.
Wait, why did I have to pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on my friend's conversation? The guilt stung.
Oh, no. So, and me, there are others, right? 2.
But they don't know if it's from the curse or if this was an onikakushi.
Title drop.
Title drop. What
Title
does that
drop.
mean?
We
Are
will
we about
find
to find out?
We will find out. It's better if I don't tell you.
Yeah, I figure. Onikakushi. To be hidden away by a demon.
There it is.
Yeah, I knew that Oni was like Japanese for demon.
Yep. Oni is demon, and Kakushi, I've heard it be called hidden away, spirited away. There are multiple translations. We'll probably go through them.
So they were taken away
Maybe.
by famous Japanese filmmakers?
I think so.
Spirited away, even?
That sounds right to me. Miyazaki, we're on here. I think
Such a terrible joke.
cut this.
My God.
Cut this joke.
No, we're not cutting this.
No, cut the joke.
Ugh.
That was awful. I don't know why you tried to make that joke. Have you watched a Studio Ghibli film?
Yes, I've watched...
You've watched Spirited Away?
I've watched Howl's
Moving
Moving Castle.
I've watched both of those. Those are good.
Spirited Away, and there's one that I'm forgetting.
I don't even know. I think I've only watched those 2, so I can't
Okay.
really talk. But I hear good things.
Yeah,
we should just do a Ghibli marathon. Let's just do that.
That's a terrible idea.
No, it's fun.
What a mysterious phrase.
I just don't like fun.
I indeed hate fun.
I know. I've noticed.
I did, however, get the
just-
feeling it meant nothing good.
You just like murders. There was another, right? Right?
Who's
Mion.
speaking?
It's gotta be Mion.
If it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah.
But this here, at all?
Who's grandma? Who's the mayor?
This is Mion.
Grandma and the mayor had talked about it. Seems they talked to the police about it beforehand. They said they'd take care of whatever happens this year without causing a commotion.
Then, without us knowing it, someone had hit them. You mean
A.B.
next could me? I wonder.
Don't worry, you got home safely.
But it's not allowed, right?
This is great. That was a long time ago. Let's stop talking about this. Amid the uncomfortable mood, both of them went silent. The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but a few parts caught my attention. First of all, the term onikakushi, to be demoned away.
Here it is.
By the context it was being used in, I would guess it's similar to being spirited away.
Mm-hmm.
I suspected that was what was meant because Tomitaki-san and the other woman
Flash.
really bugged me that I didn't know her name. Vanished after the Watanagashi. He still doesn't know her
Wasn't
name.
he told her name?
I don't...
I could have sworn that she was like, that Miyotaka girl, she gone missing. Maybe he's just being a forgetful boy.
Maybe.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I feel like the fact that...
What? What is it? What are you doing?
He's being made not to know is significant somehow.
You think so?
But
That he doesn't know her name or like can forget
Yeah.
it? Maybe that's suspicious? I don't know, maybe.
That woman vanished after Watanagashi. The next thing that stuck out was when Rena said there's another one, right? Mion also said if it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be 2 victims. Is that what she meant? Come to think of it, I remember Mion saying at the beginning that they didn't know if it was from the curse or if it was the case of Onikakushi. It seems the curse and being demoned away are different things, and they were phenomena that were paired together.
Yep.
I recalled Tomitaki-san's
Flash.
terrible end. That wasn't something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would be described as cursed. And the woman with him, it means she vanished because she was demoned away? What I do know is there's normally an even number of victims of the curse proper.
Details.
And the last point that bothered me was Rena. Rena was frightened. For what reason, I didn't know. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for Yashiro-sama's curse. If I recall correctly, Yashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't a guardian deity supposed to defend the citizens and drive out invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday Uishi-san said that originally the targets were enemies of the village, but recently there was no longer any distinction between them and regular outsiders. But if that was the case, then I would think that I'd be the more likely target, having moved here more recently than Rena. From her composure, I could infer she was grimly certain that she would be next. I should probably relay what I heard just now to Uishi-san. Informing the police of what I heard by eavesdropping on my friends while pretending to be asleep made me feel terrible. It raised a few questions and left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better not to seek answers to those questions? As I continued to learn more and more, it felt like I'd fallen past the point of no return. I definitely regret this one day. Definitely regret ever having learned of these events. Oh, that was some whiplash right there.
I barely even registered it. That's so weird.
Oh my god.
It's such a weird transition. How you feeling?
Aside from the sheer whiplash,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm having fun.
I'm having a good time too.
I'm assuming this has got to be Sadako with that language.
Yep, there she
Nailed
is.
it. The teacher approaches! Keiichi-san! You must awaken!
You must awaken! Ring the bell! Little awaken the great Keiichi-san! Send the dogs to wake the boy!
In the distance, I could hear the ring of the handbell signaling the start of afternoon classes.
You must awaken.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all.
Oh my god.
I hastily opened my eyes and raised my head up. It was in that moment when I leaned against the back of my seat. Wow, that caught me off guard. Ugh. There was a thumbtack stuck on the back of my chair with tape. Circumstantial evidence was enough. Sadako! Guilty without trial. Capital punishment.
Get them!
I furiously jumped up from my seat, and I tripped as if my feet were tangled up.
Oh no.
My shoelaces had been tied together.
Oh no, it was a double hit.
Not bad, Sadako. While I was sleeping, you were able to conceal your presence and able to pull off this fine piece of work. Teacher came in right as I was about to pull off my shoes and tackle Sadako.
No!
Did you not notice that our teachers arrived? Keiichi-san, take your seat.
See, it's a dog.
Those sounds.
Oh my god, clomp clomp wish biff.
Thank you. Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick to the forehead.
Damn.
Ah! Keiichi-san's being mean. Hey, don't pick on the younger kids. Oh wait, wrong voice. Fuck.
Teacher.
Yeah. Hey, don't pick on the younger kids, my Barakun. Apologize to her.
What a cheeky fuck.
Oh my god, I saw Sadako stick her tongue out at me. That little brat.
Oh, she's great. Teacher, yeah.
Come on, Maya Barakun. Yeah, I'll apologize. Sorry, Sadako-san. In any case, I apologized even if it was in a completely insincere tone of voice. Damn her. I'll remember this. Just like in the top corner, Keiichi will remember
Yeah,
this.
Keiichi will remember this.
Yeah,
to the ends of the earth.
Keiichi-chan, get your revenge at the club meeting. Take your seat, take your seat.
Oh,
I
boy.
sat down after Mion told me to. She'd switched to class representative mode.
A responsible girl. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
The boring class is finished, someone was finally over. Wait, what the fuck did I just say? School was finally over for the day.
Class was over. and
Someone
school
was over for the day.
Everyone was over.
Everyone was
I
done.
was over.
Now then, what should we do for our club today?
Over the head.
Personally, I'd like to play that deduction game one more time.
This is a good game.
I was hardly able to play it last time because of Oishi-san.
Yeah.
Renner and I weren't even able to test our
Yeah,
strategy.
what a dick.
Man, I can't believe that Ryukishi cut out them going shopping for Mion.
I'm so
Would
sad.
have been such a great
It would have been
scene.
such a great slapstick comedy scene with the kids.
I really hope people don't have slapstick grocery trips. That sounds
What if
really
they did though?
irresponsible.
But they're like, whoa, I'm gonna drop the lettuce. I mean, it wasn't for lettuce, so it was for like.
Isn't that just like an
like cleaning
anime that
supplies.
is just completely about that premise?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Well, I mean, there's a food anime, but that's a lot of sex stuff.
Oh.
Every character is like a face. Looks like they're getting off to the food that they're eating, because that's just how pleasurable the food is.
I seem to remember a description being along the lines of everyone gets so excited by food that all their clothes fly
Yes,
off.
that's that
Yeah.
show. I don't know what it's called, but it's.
Was that it?
I haven't watched it,
I don't remember who that was from.
but I can picture
It
the
might
main
even
character
be you.
in my mind. It was probably me. I mean, it was probably, if we're being real, it was probably you watching the Cultural Podcast, because that's where I heard about it.
Yeah, that might be it.
That's right. Today, Keiichi and I will be victorious.
What should we do? We've never played the same game 2 days in a row before.
Why not try asking me?
Mion looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm with her fist as her face suddenly lit up. Oops, I completely forgot I need to go help my uncle today.
Oh.
Sorry guys, not today.
I mean, it's gotta be Keiichi
Yeah.
here, right?
Helping your uncle, aren't you a little goody two-shoes?
Hilda. Yep.
Sorry, really, I really did forget. Well then, sorry guys, this old man's heading back home now.
Aw.
Thank goodness Mion's leaving and doing suspicious stuff just after Keiichi's been warned
fine.
that she could be involved in a conspiracy.
She's not involved in anything.
Ryukishi, I love it.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Mion left us with that and rushed off to the exit after snatching up her bag.
She's not being suspicious. She's going to hang out with her old man or whatever. Or old mother, whatever. Whoever it is. You see, Michan, she sometimes goes to help out her uncle's shop in town.
I thought she wasn't the type to get caught up in such bothersome stuff.
Yeah.
She said she gets paid for it. It's quite a bit of spending money from what I hear. I see. She was able to pay for that mountain of games with what she'd saved up from there. But that, wouldn't you call that a part-time job? Isn't that against school policy?
There's a clause that states family businesses are excluded.
Is that what she's calling it? So what now? Pass on the club today?
So we're done today, I guess.
Want to be fine even without the club president? Let's do this.
I mean, we could. Or we could not.
I opened the club locker and began searching for the deduction game from that ever-growing pile of games. Ah, here it is. The deduction game from yesterday. I had to stop just as I was getting the hang of it. At the very least, I wanted to repay Sadako for what she did during the afternoon break. I did not mind, but is that fine for Rena-san and Rika?
Well, if Keiichi-kun wants it so badly, I wouldn't mind playing for a bit. I think it's better if we do it when we have everyone together.
When she says it like that.
Nobody moved.
Nobody moved.
I think it's Rika. I wanted to go shopping if there wasn't a club meeting today. Going to buy soy sauce and other things.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot.
Nailed it. Well, I guess since it's been a while, I should go treasure hunting.
What's this now? Everyone was no longer in the mood for club activities.
Nailed it. Do we get a point for that? I forget.
I don't know.
For like guessing correctly based on no sprite movement.
I mean, technically,
what are the rules?
It doesn't matter. We make.
I know we do, but I don't remember.
If we can't tell.
Okay.
But the circumstances under which the justification for giving points when we can't tell is extremely flimsy.
I mean, yeah.
And down
That's why I'm checking with you.
scrutiny.
I consider the expert on the point system because you're the one who edits them in.
I'm just.
Because we didn't know who it was, but
Yeah.
based on this primary. But I think it wasn't too difficult to figure out. So I think we'll leave this one. We'll give Ryugashi. Look, we're ahead anyway. We gotta make it up to him.
I feel like this is becoming too calculating and less spiteful.
You're right. We need more malice on the show.
Fuck you, Rick. You're taking that
Fucking
point.
take us. Let's go.
Oh well, I'll give up this time. Man, I really was looking forward to playing it. I shuffled through the cards as if I was still caught up on it. And the next opportunity, I shall give you a sound thrashing.
Fuck.
The murderer is Sadako. The murder weapon is the pistol. It was you after all.
Yeah.
What did you say? Then I'll just... Sadako looked through the cards on the desk and stuck out 3 at me. The murderer is Keiichi in the lounge with the rope.
It's messed up.
I don't need no rope. I'll just strangle you like this.
Wow. Now this is malice.
Oh, Keiichi's such a beast! I really love how it's just the UI in the bottom corner that
just that
moves.
shaking. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, well, I guess it's good that I got that out of my system.
Wait, what?
I don't even know.
I guess he just punched the desk or something?
I'll remember this, Keiichi-san.
She was used as a plaything for quite a while. How unfortunate. Star! Cute Star! What was that scene? What happened there?
I have no idea.
What happened?
Everyone got ready to go back home. I also helped gather up the scattered cards.
You just strangle her? Did
suddenly
that
paused.
actually happen?
They were just suspect cards, but I noticed something strange. Here we go. Rena,
go.
Sadako, Rika, Keiichi, Mion, Satoshi, Satoshi.
Yeah, nailed it.
Not all the cards were made by us. At least every card besides this one has the name of a club member. Does this mean that this Satoshi fellow is a member? Was there someone in this class named Satoshi?
Maybe.
I don't know how I'm pronouncing it, so I'm just gonna switch
I
every
was
time.
gonna say, I was jumping between them. It's great.
I know. I couldn't find anyone named Satoshi on the class roster stuck up on the wall.
It's definitely Satoshi.
Okay.
It's definitely not as a heart of an O as you're picturing. Keiichi-kun, let's hurry and finish cleaning up.
Being rushed by Renner, I finished up quickly. Sadako and Rika-chan had already headed merrily for their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rena had already gotten her bag and was ready to leave. Rena, there must be quite a few people who transfer from this school, right? I tried asking Renner in a bit of a roundabout way. Renner made a troubled face and then answered.
Yeah, Hinamazao is a rural town, right? Some people transfer out every now and then.
And is Satoshi one of those transferees?
Sorry, I don't really know.
There's a bit of a pause, but the answer was pretty much immediate.
I'm not saying it to be mean. Just last year I transferred in, so maybe I just missed him. So I didn't hear much about him. Sorry. That's not suspicious at all.
It's not suspicious at all.
Nah.
It's a good thing that we were just introduced to the concept of people going missing.
I don't know what you mean.
I am not sure, sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me about that murder at the dam. I was saddened by her denial and felt a little bit of anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they? Says the one participating in a police investigation.
Yeah, and eavesdropping on their friends. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love
thematics, guys.
Thematics.
Themes, or thematics, yeah.
Though I do appreciate that they kept that unsettling curse thing from me. But if everyone is worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? For a moment I wondered what kind of face I was making just then, with these mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance.
Just can't, Keiichi-kun, you're making a scared face. Why is it? Why?
It's probably exactly the kind of face Rena said it was. It appeared my grim expression had frightened her.
Oh.
Sorry, I was really looking forward to the club today. I'm just feeling down about it.
Fucking protect her.
I rustled Rena's hair. Let's go home. Dragging that awkward mood with us, we headed home.
I feel uncomfortable.
You feel uncomfortable?
I feel uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness, I'm having so much fun.
No, I don't want to be here. Can we go back to the fun times?
I wonder why. Why have I been getting this dumb feeling lately? I didn't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. My long outstretched shadow gave no answer to my naive inquiry.
Keiichi-kun, are you tired, maybe? Maybe?
Rena timidly questioned the reason behind my mood. I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling. You think so?
Yeah, you seem to have been a little out of it ever since this morning. Maybe a cold?
Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. Wasn't the start of this Mion and Rena complaining that he'd been away for 2 weeks?
Yeah, he was going to a funeral, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just, I mean, like, it's not like there's anything wrong with it, and I understand that, but bringing up perfect attendance, having introduced him through imperfect attendance.
I mean, look, they're just stretching the truth a little bit. It's fine, don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm sure it just means he hasn't missed days sick, but phrasing. Rena continued on since I didn't give her an answer.
It could be that the fatigue from moving has finally caught up to you. It's completely different from where you used to live, after all. Of course, you've gotten tired since there's so much you need to get used to and remember.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it has to be. Rena was also like that at first, too.
Is she speaking about herself in the third person?
Rena isn't. Is. I can tell, you know. You know?
I wonder if Rena also experienced the slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. Thinking so, I felt that she was the only one who could understand how I felt. I'd like to hear about when you first came to Hinamizawa. How was it? Feeling I'd been drawn into the conversation, her face suddenly brightened.
It was the same as Keiichi-kun. I didn't know the villagers' names at all.
And then I made friends with this one guy from out of town, and he died, and it was
wonderful. Mi-chan and the rest were all very kind, so I wasn't lonely, but I did still feel a little out of place.
Rena told me all the details of when she'd moved here. All of her first acquaintances and surprises, worries and good times.
Yay.
So Sadako got you too?
Yeah, there was a thumbtack put on my chair. Poke. And with that, that really takes me back.
When were you invited to the club? The first day?
Nah, there wasn't a club in the beginning. It was formed partway through. One day she said we should stay after and hold a big game tournament.
Come to think of it, Mion did say she was the first club president. Now I get it.
Here's a secret, but Mi-chan used to be really bad at the beginning. She'd never win.
Ah, Mion, really? I can't even imagine that.
She had to do most of the penalties that she came up with. Seriously, don't tell.
I can't believe Mion was like that. So she gradually transformed into a monster who used any means necessary to win during that time. Mion is at her best when she's fighting dirty.
I began making more friends besides Mi-chan after that, but it might have only been since you moved here that I had finally felt like I had gotten used to it here.
I guess Rena had also been left in the dark about Oyashiro-sama when she just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oyashiro-sama, I'd be considered one of them. I will say, it just occurred to me that Ren is like, I moved here and then the club started, but they were just like, oh yeah, here's this person that used to be part of the club that I don't know about.
Yeah, there's an inconsistency there.
I love
sure,
it.
for sure.
Higurashi, I'm having so much fun.
It's good.
I wonder when I'll finally be considered one of them. Oh, that's the wrong direction.
Yep. Huh? Did you say something?
No, sorry, just talking to myself.
Keiichi-kun, you're silly.
Ren was poking fun and laughing at me, and I couldn't help but laugh as well. But I suddenly stopped, and after making up my mind, I spoke. Were you gonna call out the contradiction? Hey, Rena, is there something that everybody's keeping from me?
Huh? No, not at all.
You're lying, aren't you? Rena suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense.
What do you mean by that, Keiichi-kun?
Her tone was still the same cheery and light-hearted one as before. You are, aren't you? Keeping something from me? After understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Seeing that face, I regretted saying something so rash. But she came back at me in a way I didn't expect. I'm sorry, was that the eyes just then?
Yep.
Let me look at that. Oh my god!
Yep, she's got cat eyes now.
Holy shit!
This is fine.
I was not ready.
Hello, Rena, how are you?
Oh, let's go, Reeks.
Well then, Keiichi-kun, aren't you keeping something from us?
Huh? Her tone didn't change, but it was the first time I'd seen this expression from Rena. With how her gaze pierced through me, I couldn't believe this was the same Rena.
Aren't you? Lies or secrets, aren't you?
You are. Secrets. She didn't actually say that part, but she looked as if she did. Incident with Tomataki-san, how I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everyone about what happened with Tomataki-san, to be considerate. I was keeping it a secret just the same way they didn't tell me about Oyashiro-sama. Then aren't we even? No, I'm not. No lies, nor secrets.
Lie.
Her answer was instant and it shook me. Rena stared as if burrowing through me, watching me like a hawk. Why would you say I'm lying?
Didn't you say that you were called into the teacher's room yesterday during the club meeting, Keiichi-kun? I know. You didn't go to the teacher's room.
I swallowed hard. It clearly wasn't a bluff, she knew what happened.
The teacher said you had a guest, didn't she? But you didn't talk at the entrance. You talked inside of the car near the school gate.
Wow, that cicada track is really aggressive.
Yep. With some man we don't know.
Rena knew everything. She knew I was called out by Yushi-san, and I heard about the incident with Tomataki-san as well. Did she know all of it?
Exactly who was that man?
I don't know him.
Why did someone you don't know have business with you?
I want to know that myself.
Then what did you talk about?
Has nothing to do with you guys. It was a lie.
Lies!
Whoa, that's a face! I want to see that face. Oh!
Lies!
Rena's scream echoed through the trees, sending frightening birds into the air.
Oh boy.
I couldn't exhale the deep breath I'd just taken. No, it was like I wasn't allowed to exhale. It was here I first realized, the person in front of me, she wasn't Rena Ryugu. Then who was it that's standing before me just now? Who had assumed Rena Ryugu's appearance? I held my breath for so long I could feel myself suffocating.
Right?
And then she made a facial expression that Rena might normally have made. Didn't matter if it was Rena's usual smile, it chilled me to the bone. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rena's face was going to chew my nose right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then she smirked as if she was able to see right through me.
We also have secrets. Just like how Keiichi-kun has secrets.
It was Rena's usual smile, but her eyes were still like that of a hawk's. Bringing her face close enough to mine to almost bump into my nose, she kindly persuaded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. This person standing in front of me, this person who looked like Rena, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of me swallowing nervously. After what felt like an eternity, after a long empty silence, she finally spoke.
Let's go. It's getting chilly.
It was Rena again. Smiling at me once more, she started walking as if nothing had happened. When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave out from under me and I slumped to the ground. I wasn't able to lift a finger until Rena was out of sight. Who was that? I felt cold, my body drenched in sweat. was finally able to form a coherent thought and ask myself once again, who was that person who looked like Rena Ryuga?
Who was that person?
Oh my
Who
god!
was that person?
Oh, yes. It's so beautiful. Because I feel like this is obviously going to take the angle where it's like, oh, hey, that was Oyashiro-sama possessing people and making him do wacky shit.
Maybe.
But of course, that's not what it's going to be. So then it's going to be fun to figure out what the fuck it is.
Maybe.
And if we're looking at people being hysteric and being unable to move, it's all going to be such a good puzzle.
I'm excited to find out what's going on.
We didn't get any tips.
No, we didn't. We keep going, or are we going to stop
I
here?
reckon we wrap that here. Thank you for
I agree.
watching. We'll see you next time.
See you next time!